Aloha, I am Anthony, and this is the music of Ulalena.
The show is so personal. It's not just a piece of theater. For every person in this cast, it is absolutely necessary for this story to be told that everybody is emotionally and spiritually present when they're telling the story every night, and it's impossible to perform the show without that.
There's a lot to be said about the music. I mean, primarily it was composed by, two French-Canadian gentlemen, but they did allow us a lot of freedom to kind of implement all of the musicians' strengths. Everybody brings their different talents in here, and that's a really special thing.
The reason why the Hawaiians use our nostril and not our mouth, the belief is that our breath, our exhale, is considered our essence, who we are. To share our essence from our mouth is tainted because this is where our words come from. Yeah, what goes in and comes out of our mouth, dirty. So the mouth is not the cleanest, it's not the purest, but you cannot speak through your nose. Now, if music is an expression of who we are, and we're making music with our breath, if I use my nostril, because I cannot say any lies, I cannot say any aggressive things, I cannot say nothing. The air from the nose, our essence shared through our nostril, through music, is considered pure and sincere.
It's interesting because there's not just the language barrier, but I'm also kind of switching between singing from the point of view of the other characters in the show, and sometimes I sing to the audience and stuff like that. I know exactly what I'm saying in every song, so I try to depict, every word and every intention that I'm singing. I just try to communicate that as best I can, even, despite the language barrier. But I think that it's something that, combined with everybody else on stage and what's going on, I think that the directors of the show, the creators of the show, have managed to make it something cohesive that the audience like you said, they seem to get it.
Obviously those gongs aren't Hawaiian instruments, but we need to think deeper than that, yeah? Especially for when I use the gongs primarily, and some of these other instruments. But the gongs especially are used in the plantation scene. Now, we have Chinese people that came here, Japanese people that came here, Portuguese. So although my Chinese gongs are not from Maui, but I think it makes the scene correct. I have Chinese gongs up there. I have Japanese gongs up there. I have a variety of Hawaiian instruments. I have a Tahitian instrument up there, toere, a log drum. But also, I use kukui nuts. I use a wheelie wheelie, which is a shaker. I went and got my own macadamia nuts for rattles. And, I use certain things that I try to implement on my rig. That way, okay, there is some Hawaiian essence in it.
I was just talking to some of the people in the cast tonight, especially Kipe and some of the people who are really, really sort of cultural experts here, and let them know to please let me know if they hear anything, to always please be on top of me if they hear anything in my Hawaiian that isn't perfect. So yes, that was a challenge, because there are a lot of people here from the mainland who wouldn't be able to tell necessarily the difference, but it's important to me, it's important to the Hawaiians, and it's not enough for me for it just to be passable. It has to be authentic and perfect, because I'm telling the Hawaiian story,
We as musicians are very, very fortunate to have our own stage, and we are very fortunate that we get to play live. From the beginning of the show, we were told that our job is to interact with the dancers, with what's happening on the main stage. If their mood changes in their performance, our mood, although the music is set what we have to play, our styling has to shift. So although a lot of people think, oh, the dancers are great, they're dancing to the music, there are some parts where no, I am playing to to the dancer.
For me, when I come out for the last song to sing Ulalena, the song Ulalena, I come out and I sing directly to the audience. And in a way, I invite them. They've come into our world with us, and they've gone through this entire experience with us. We've shared so much with them, and they've shared in that with us. They've opened their hearts to us. And in the end, we invite them to receive the rain that falls. We include them, and we embrace them like family in the end of the show. It's my favorite part of the show because the rain is a cleansing rain. It's almost like a redemptive rain, and it's a beautiful moment.